I work with kids who are a group that would be targeted by this, and a lot of them have been expressing so much fear and anger, and I just feel like I would be remiss to not do my part because I can, and I'm not going to be taken. They are definitely scared. I hear third graders comparing their skin color and wondering who's the most at risk, you know what I mean? Like, these kids are fucking terrified.
You want to see what real independent journalism funded by the people for the people looks like?
You ever heard a story like this in America?
You're looking at it.
Congratulations for always being somewhere where mainstream media is not.
Flint, Michigan.
See you in Nevada.
Thanks to people like you, we could get the truth. Corporate media, they've been lying to us for years, and you're going straight to the people.
You are the man. I'm glad you're here.
For as low as 16 cents a day, you'll keep us on the ground, covering the important stories the corporate media covers up.
So I am here with Colin, Claudia, and Olivia. And like I said, first question, why did you guys want to be out here today? Why was it important to put yourselves here outside this ICE facility today?
It's critical that we share that the state troopers and Broadview police are helping ICE break the law and kidnap Illinois residents. They are kidnapping people on the streets, they are shooting people, and we need to stop it.
Yeah, I want to note that that's not an exaggeration. Anyone watching this at home probably has seen now video after video of ICE kidnapping, abducting people off of the street, profiling them based purely on the color of their skin, where they live, the job they do, demanding papers. We've talked to people in some of these neighborhoods here in Chicago who are talking about, I'm carrying my birth certificate on me just out of an abundance of caution so that they have no excuse to disappear me into the immigration system. So just to reiterate Colin's point here is that sense of fear that is pervasive in this community that we have now heard from person after person that we have interviewed. Apologies for the interruption. I just like to underline some points every now and then. So Olivia, why did you want to be out here today?
I'm Claudia, but yes, I just think we've all seen ICE terrorizing members of our community for so long, and it's getting so much worse. It's getting violent, and it's just something that you need to speak up for, you need to speak up about, because this is not only anti-democratic, and it's not only racist, and it's not only against what we want, but it just needs to stop. So that's why we're here.
Yeah, I work with kids, and a lot of them right now are really scared. I work with kids who are a group that would be targeted by this, and a lot of them have been expressing so much fear and anger, and I just feel like I would be remiss to not do my part because I can, and I'm not going to be taken. So I need to do what I can do.
When you say you work with kids, like what age group? Like how young is this fear registering?
It's going all the way down to like third grade, I would say. Even younger, they're not really entirely like conscious of it, but they are definitely scared. I hear third graders comparing their skin color and wondering who's the most at risk, you know what I mean? Like, these kids are fucking terrified. Sorry, they're very terrified.
Meaning kids are actually physically comparing their like skin color to each other, being like on a spectrum almost of how likely am I to be profiled, to be abducted by ICE.
Yes.
I don't even know what to say after that. I mean, that is absolutely horrifying. I wanted to get a sense from you guys, first time out here at Broadview, first time protesting, like give me a sense of like your activism here in the Chicagoland area really just since Operation Midway Blitz started.
Yeah, I haven't been to any protests, and I think the most recent violent ones have really like activated me, and so that's partly why I'm out here today. I've done protests before, but not after Midway Blitz started, not since then.
Got it.
Yeah. Same for me. This is my first one in this time period.
Yeah. First time at Broadview. I've been to a few protests earlier in the year, just about ICE in Chicago generally, but it's gotten bad enough that we have to come out here. And it's not easy to come out here, too. If you don't have a car, it's 2 hours by public transit. They make it hard to get here, so it's not easy to come out often.
Yeah, and you all are illustrating a couple of points. One, we noted as we walked up, we've been out here for weeks now, interviewing folks who have been on the ground here. We noticed a lot of new faces. You know, over those weeks, you can start to see, oh, that person's here again, they're local. Okay, tonight, a lot of new faces. Trying to get a sense now, what was finally the thing that pushed you guys to be out here? I heard you reference a couple of things in there, but if I could get you to expound in a little bit more detail. Was it one thing in the news? Was it just the ability to finally get out here, scheduling? Like, what was it that led you to finally come out here and express yourself here in Broadview?
I think this is the first time I saw a protest ahead of time. I wasn't really seeing the ones before. And then there was some in Brighton Park. I think that was the ones that got super violent. And the people who were there documenting that did amazing work, because it made me realize how violent, how like up and close and personal, how violent they are. So that's why I can pick it out.
Yeah, I want to say, so we were, she's making reference to Brighton Park, which is the neighborhood where Marimar Martinez was shot by ICE agents. We were there on the ground the day that it happened. We were there in Brighton Park. We were there when ICE fired tear gas and flashbang grenades into the crowd as they were leaving. As they were leaving, they did that. They did not need to. They had the road clear. They could just drive out. But instead, they're popping tear gas. They're setting off flashbang grenades just because they could. Just into protesters. Sometimes they missed. There was one house where they threw tear gas. It looked like they were trying to land it somewhere near a group of protesters, and instead it ended up underneath the porch of a nearby home. That then we spoke to the homeowner the next day. Wouldn't go on camera, but explained to us that some of that tear gas had made it inside. That was some of the things that we were seeing out there. And ICE not distinguishing between any folks, because Chicago police got tear gassed right alongside of the people who were there to protest ICE's presence there in that community. And then as soon as ICE left, that crowd dispersed. So again, showing that ICE has been, as we've seen in instance after instance out here, has been the antagonizer. I don't think that any of you would be out here if the ICE facility were not here. Is that correct?
100% that's the reason.
Okay. So coming back, I apologize again for interrupting us, but again, just to get that sense of what was it that finally led you guys to want to come out here today?
Partially just planning, getting everyone together and organized to come out here. Like I said, for me, like just build up over the past couple months of hearing kids being really afraid. I just feel like I gotta do it. So that's what.
Yeah, I mean, I think in a way I was a bit complacent. I think seeing it in my everyday life, like, I mean, I work from home, so in my like house, hearing shit, hearing helicopters, hearing sirens in the distance, it's like this stuff is around us, and it's hard to stay silent and not do anything when that's touching on your life.
The fear that Olivia was talking about is very real in all across Chicago right now. I work at a restaurant sometimes, and I just the shift in the environment has been horrible and heartbreaking, because everyone is scared. There's been like, they're all on watch and paranoid that like the next day they're gonna have to leave their homes, leave their families, and that everywhere is a dangerous place to be. And so I just felt that it was time to, because some of us won't be profiled, and that's why we got to come out here.
I want to note, everybody out here, here to exercise their First Amendment rights, doing so within the pretty narrow rules that the Village of Broadview has set up, only within dedicated free speech zones. We've heard protesters refer to these as tongue-in-cheek, and during the designated hours. I'm not sure exactly how much John has in the shot here, but I want to note that you all have respirators. I'm seeing some goggles here. Why the need? Why come prepared, and what are you prepared for?
Tear gas. I think I haven't really been following closely, but I saw a headline that a federal judge had decided that ICE, I think, can't use tear gas. I don't know if that applies to state troopers or Broadview police. I just don't know how that works. But if there's a chance they use tear gas, they have in the past, you got to be safe. So.
And they're all super prepared. Like they're fully decked out and all their stuff, and it's a huge long history of them abusing protesters and us not at all being prepared even to defend ourselves. So you just have to come prepared for the worst, is what I would say.
Yeah, I would agree. If they can have it, we should have it. So.
Yeah, being prepared to in case of violence. You're talking about anything that the police might use tear gas out here, or if ICE comes out. I'll note that we were on the scene here 2 weeks ago. John, our cameraman, got tear gassed along with everybody else out here. We saw the use of that tear gas out here, and it was strong stuff, as John attested to, the stuff that Border Patrol and ICE were using. I've held up enough of you guys this time you came out here to protest. I will let you get back to it, but I end every interview with the same question, which is there any question I haven't asked you that I should have? Anything I haven't given you the opportunity to say that you would like to?
I might just say what I'd like to, which is that we can't be complicit. It's easy to give in to a lack of hope. I felt that a lot, but that's not a choice. We just don't have an option.
Every voice matters, and now is the time to use it.
I would say do it for the kids and for the people who are coming after us. So.
And I did forget one question I've been asking everybody, which is if you had a message that you could deliver to ICE right now, what would that, if something that you want on their mind or something that you just want to say, what would be that message you would want to deliver to ICE officers?
I mean, start thinking critically. Like, I don't know if you're just racist or fascist. I don't know. But if you're not, then you need to wake the fuck up, because this is evil what's happening.
Hey, they getting their Billy stick.
Read a history book, probably.
Yeah, I mean, we live in a world where there are laws against what they're doing, and when we have the ability to apply those laws again, they will be applied to them. And if they're immune now, that doesn't mean they're immune forever. That's not how the law works.